higher vibrations, and so are you. There's a lot going on right now. And even if you're just new on your awakening journey, it's pretty obvious that it's been here for a while. Something has been occurring. You know, there's this energy, this dark energy that's pushing against our throat chakras and trying to keep us from speaking our truth. And it's been going on for a while, but the past week or so, it's been pretty intense. It's been difficult to do videos. I keep going into coughing fits. I'm not sick, but just, I feel like I have a noose around my throat sometimes. A lot of times. Right now I do. And that's because I'm speaking my truth. Every truth is only a half-truth. We all need to speak our truth to reveal what's really there. And so I need to talk about this. I need to share it for whatever reason. You know, my awakening journey has been different and unique because I am a different and unique person. Each one of us are. Everyone's awakening journey is different. I've heard of people who have gone through like a couple of days and they're just like, bah, 180, different person. And there are people who are in the middle somewhere, the course of a couple of months or something. And then there are people like me, to the other extreme, where I started my awakening at 4. And instead of being like, bah, like the people who had like 3 days into it, I was like, bah. And then something black would happen. Bah. Something dark would happen. Bah. You know, on and on and on for many years. And now I'm here. And all those little pieces, all those little things, all those occurrences that maybe I convinced myself were weird dreams because that's what the adults in my life were saying, or my friends were saying, or, you know, it was my imagination, or maybe it was the chemical experiments I did in high school, you know, maybe. And all those things were excused away. Weird dreams or whatever. And then starting to understand more and more as I stand in my truth. And as I reach out and find all of you. It's amazing. It all makes sense. It all comes together. And I've always known it, just as you have. There's always been something in there. I may not have had the ability to really touch it in a way that I could communicate about it. I may not have had the vocabulary to articulate it, particularly to the group of people that I was trying to talk to, because they weren't awakened, or they weren't on an awakening journey just yet. So here I am, still putting those pieces together and still starting to understand it. One of the occurrences, one of the things that I experienced, just like many of you, like, how many of you have been able to have stories of miracles? How did you survive that car accident? That's bizarre. You're an anomaly, a medical anomaly. How'd you become well again after that disease? How did you escape that fire? How did you do this or that? I bet most of you have stories like that because you needed to be here right now. There was a distress call put out in the 40s. Well, there was multiple. I think there was a big one in the 80s also, but in the 1940s is the one that I remember the most. There was a lot going on in the 40s. A lot starting in the 40s. And Mother Gaia sent out a distress call to the universe, to Source. She needed help to raise her vibrations, to raise up, and needed help because she couldn't do it alone. And then a call went out to all that were available, volunteers needed. And from the group of volunteers, those of us who were the most capable, who were the most able, the ones that were the most prepared and experienced, those of us that were the best, were brought down here to be here at this moment right now. That's why we're here. That's why we've come, to help raise the vibration of this planet. We've known this, and it's even more simple of a task than it seems. Before I get too far away from it, my experience of avoiding disaster, I was one of those people. For the majority of my life, for the majority of my time on this planet, I used up every wish available to me, wishing that I wasn't. Starting from when I was probably still a toddler. And only up until recently. And I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of time. I put a lot of planning behind multiple attempts at my exit. And somehow, some weird thing would occur. Something weird would happen. And I'd wake up again. The doctors would be celebrating, "You're a medical anomaly," they would say again, unbeknownst to them. And rather than celebrating, I would roll away in my despair. How? How did I fail again? I can't even die right. I was told recently, not too long ago, and I didn't believe it, but anything important, it seems like I don't believe it at first. But I was told that I'd start to understand why. I'd start to understand what was the reason that there was effort put behind me still being here. And I'm starting to see it a little bit. It's to speak the truth. It's to reveal the secrets. Many hundreds of years ago, my job was to keep the secrets. I was one of the 9 in the desert. And now, I'm one of the 9. I don't know if it's 9, but I'm one of those who are to speak the secrets, to speak the truth. And so here we are. We're watching so many choose an exit. And it's their course. It's their way of ascension. They're not part of this. They're not part of our group that came here, the special ops team. Our job is to take care of ourselves. Because if I take care of myself, then I'm taking care of you too. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm cutting myself off from God. If I love myself, then I'm loving you too. And I'm raising the vibration of this planet. I'm raising the love in this world. I'm bringing the light when I care for myself and I do what it is that I know I need to do for me. All of those years spent behind staying busy and running in a circle like a chicken with its head cut off was just a device to keep me from doing my job, my real job. I bet you can relate. And we all have our own version of what the awakening looks like. Every time I would have an awakening experience, something would occur that was meant as a catalyst to awaken me and to bring me into this knowing. Then something dark would happen. Something dark would come in and stop it. Over and over and over and over again. Something was trying to keep me quiet even then. I'm done being quiet. Every one of us have our own unique experience in this awakening journey. To compare it to someone else is doing ourselves a great disservice. We are all on this journey together, though. We are not alone. If you found this video, you're one of us. That's all. That's all you need. There are many people who comment below, and most of them have their own channels on YouTube, who have amazing communities that are built up. Please interact with them. Interact with me. Comment. Ask questions. No question is stupid. No question will be ignored. We're here together to unite. We've always been united. It's just now we're starting to see it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Aho blessings.